2008, I'm 21. I move in with my uncle outside of St. Louis with my two young cousins to kind of like save money to move out to Portland, Oregon and start my life. This is the plan. I got a backpack full of junk. That's all I have. So one day I decide I need to go experience the city after, learning hours of card playing Pokemon, which was fun. I still needed to feel like an adult. So I borrowed his Metro card. I had $40 in cash in one of these phones where you flip them open, and it's like a Pac-Man kind of situation. That guy. And an ID. No purse. Nothing. People didn't carry water bottles. There were no iPhones. We're in the dark ages. And I take the Metro and I'm just I'm feeling alive. I'm an adult. Woo! So I'm headed downtown. I just get off on a stop. I just get off on a stop that felt right because I'm feeling this city tonight. What the fuck, by the way, like that's safe. But anyway, I got off on a stop. Luckily, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like, they've got art places all about, really cool restaurants and some record stores. And like the sidewalk is covered in those like Hollywood stars, and it's all like artists from St. Louis. So it's so cool. So I'm like, Tennessee Williams, what the fuck? Get a pic. So then I get hungry and I decide to go into Chubby Checkers and I get myself a burger and I'm checking out the memorabilia and the history, and it's like such a cool place, and I have a beer because I can now. Adulthood rocks. So I leave that place and I go to check out the record store, and I go in and I'm like fiddling about, and then I look to my right and I'm like, and it's Adam Duritz of Counting Crows. He doesn't really, he's unmistakable kind of looking guy. So I'm like, that's the guy from Counting Crows. And like, I am a millennial, an elder millennial. So Counting Crows is like embedded in our souls. It made us feel for the first time ever. And my family really liked it. I grew up listening to Counting Crows a bunch. So I'm like freaking out. I go over, I call a friend. I'm like, hey, pretty sure the Counting Crows is like here in this record store right now with me. And then I'm like, whew, I look up and I was hiding in this section to get away from the Counting Crows. And, but the section I was in the jazz section. At the time I knew nothing about jazz. Now I have a deep appreciation, but, fiddling about, like talking to my friend, like, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. 'Cause he's right next to me again. And so, he's like, so you like jazz? And I was like, yeah, Miles Davis is cool. Think so. He's like, yeah. I should have said like, no, I'm looking for a Counting Crows album. Fuck, I know who you are. Or something, anything. And I was just like, well, have a good day. I was wearing like this red scarf. And, so I got out of there because I was freaked the fuck out. I was starstruck. Because this person has made poetry that has touched me on a very deep level at a very, young age. So I'm walking down the street later. I'm checking out, window shopping, going to some art things. And I'm, fumbling about. And, I bump into somebody. Who is it? It's Adam Duritz again. And I was like, sorry. And he's like, man, you're everywhere today. I was like, yeah. Bye. So I left. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I've had the best day ever. I'm an adult. What a freeing day. Ran into Counting Crows. Can't get any better. Get on the Metro. Within time. Still daylight outside. Still shiny. So I get in the Metro and I'm taking this train back. This guy was snake bites, right? He says, hey, so you're going to the Counting Crows concert? And I was like, confirmation. I'm not crazy. That was Adam Duritz. Tell him the story. I'm like, just saw him. We're best pals, basically. He's like, well, it's free under the arch on Saturdays. Bunch of big artists do it all the time. You should go. Well, how do I do that? I ask. He's like, get off of this one, catch the other one, go back into town, go get a spot. It's still early, probably get a good spot. So I go in, get downtown, right underneath of said archway, with the Mississippi right behind it, right? And I'm right up front because I'm early enough. I get another little beer because you know what? I'm old enough and I can. I get one more beer. It's delicious. It's delicious, refreshing. And then boom, here come the Counting Crows. They're playing. And I lock eyes I lock eyes with Adam. I'm like, what's up? Red scarf, don't you remember me? And he's like, hey. He's like, what the fuck? So we have the greatest night. It's like the 3rd of July, so there's fireworks behind the arch. The view is amazing. It's Counting Crows. It's connecting to my old millennial soul. I'm just like, why am I not in flannel and sad about everything right now? I'm listening to Counting Crows. And then I realized, fuck, it's late. And I have no idea when the last train goes back. Whoopsies. And then I go to get my phone. My phone is dead. It's so dead. So I can't call anybody. So I asked the people around me, I'm like, hey, do you guys know when the last train? They're like, 11. You gotta run. So I start hauling it down to the train station. And I get down there and I realize when I went to the bathroom in the Porta-John, my freaking ID. No, I still have my ID because that was in my right pocket. My Metro card and my cash was gone. It was gone. It was so gone. And I'm like, fuck. So all I have is my dead cell phone and my ID, and that's it. And I have to get on. The last train is coming in the next 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes. So I go to this cop. I'm like, listen, look, I'm a cute 21-year-old girl from Michigan, and I don't know how to get to my uncle's house without getting on this Metro, and I don't have any cash to get a cab, and I cannot sleep downtown St. Louis tonight or I will die. Can you help me? You know what he does? Talk about service, right? Protect and serve. He just says, I don't know, figure it out. Ask for money. Like you said, you're a cute girl. I was like, what the? So I go over, this guy's playing music, and I said, hey, do you know Autumn Leaves? And I'm not going to sing it because I'm shy. No, I'm shy about singing. But then I needed it for survival. So he plays Autumn Leaves, and I sang the autumn leaves about my window. Okay, but I did it much better. And even if I didn't, whatever, I was like, I'll split the commish. All I need is to get on the train. Anything else is yours to keep, my friend. And he's like, all right, deal. So I'm busking down at this station. I get on the thing. Some guy pukes all over the area near me, but I avoided it. It was late. I get off the Metro. And you know what happened? Everything's dark now. Everything is dark. I don't recognize anything. I didn't think, because I was in my flighty, I'm experiencing life brain, that I didn't think I'm going to need to know the names of the roads to walk back to my uncle's place. And I couldn't see anything in the dark. My phone is dead. I don't have cash. I lost his Metro card. I don't have any way of knowing how to get back to my uncle's house. So I start walking, and I realize that there's a group of guys not far from me in the dark. One of them's dragging something. Looks like a bat. It's very dark, though. So I hear, hey, girl. I don't have anything for them to steal. What are they gonna take? So I pretend like I can't hear them. I walk a little bit faster. And then I hear these steps behind me pick up. So I got a little bit faster. Hey, girl. I know you can hear me. We just want to talk to you. Why are you pretending like you can't hear us? Why are you ignoring us? A little bit faster. A little bit faster. And now I'm in a sprint. I don't know. I didn't stop to look around, to ask questions, try to make friends, see if they weren't dangerous people. It is dark. I am alone. You're walking towards me in a group. I'm going to fucking run. So that's what I did. I ran. And I could hear the running behind me. And I could hear them say, hey! And then I ran faster. And all I thought to myself was, get to light. You need to go somewhere where it's light.